this card is there. So within this logic, this card will become here, or if this is dynamic, this card will go on. So then it will be accepted. So in this way, model predictive control systems are working. So first the model are given, then it will see which model it need to optimize. So first time I told you the numerical solving on optimization problem at each step. So each step it will check some numerical analysis.
Hello.
So that it can optimize which model it has to select. Then
Hello.
it will say the control to follow this path. So this path will be selected and it will go on. So for this this
hello, Ayush Kumar.
Then it will be accepted. Again, whenever it will come in here, then again,
yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Then it will go on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just wait 1 minute and then we will continue our class.
So you can write down. This is the feature. Simulate the future trajectory. This is called trajectory path.
Okay, so let's start today class. The last class we have started the single phase transformer. Okay. In that class we already discussed about the application of the transformer surrounding your environment and physically where you maybe find out. So today we are going to discuss another component of the transformer, just like as the operating principle we already I think introduced in the previous class also, but today we are going to drive the EMF induced equation in the transformer. Okay. So first of all, just clear the screen.
So this is the MPC. And what is the working? What is the
okay. So screen is clearly visible.
Yes, sir.
Can handle PSSM.
So in the last class, we already introduced about the operation of the single phase transformer. Okay. Consists two winding, one is the primary winding, another is the secondary winding. So today we are going to discuss about that part, also the principle of operation of the single phase transformer. Okay. So this is the systematic diagram of the single phase transformer. Okay. This one is represent as the coil, one coil, and this one is also represent one coil. In this coil, we supply the transformer. So this coil we known as the primary winding of the transformer. Okay. And from this coil, we supply given to the load. That's why it is known as the secondary coil, secondary winding or secondary coil, whatever you may want. Okay. So this is your secondary coil. And this one is as the core of the transformer. Okay. Core of the transformer. So EMF induced in the coil, whenever you alternating supply given to the single phase transformer, EMF induced in the primary coil due to the Faraday law of electromagnetic induction. Okay. We already some student mentioned in the previous class. That's why the EMF induced in the primary coil, that is represented by E1. Okay. And this V1 is represent the supply voltage of the primary winding. RMS voltage, this capital letter represent the RMS value of the voltage, and this one is your current I. This one is known as represented as the I0, that is exciting current of the transformer. Okay, so whenever you supply given to the primary coil of the transformer, so flux will produce in the primary coil. That flux flow in the core path of the transformer that is represented by this dotted line. Okay, and flux phi is represented by phi. So this dotted line represent the flux flow in the core of the transformer. Okay, so due to this flux linkage in the coil of the primary, EMF will be induced, that is represented by capital E1. Okay, and this flux also links the secondary coil. Okay, links the secondary coil. So EMF induced in secondary coil is represented by E2. Okay, and this one is your terminal voltage of this secondary winding of the transformer. Okay, so this is the operating principle. As you know that according to the Faraday law of electromagnetic induction, whenever you use alternating supply given to the any coil, that means flux linkage that coil, so EMF will be induced. So based on that electromagnetic induction, the operating principle of single phase transformer. Okay, so that things here already mentioned all the explanation here. That means which quantity is represent, that will be written here. That means V1 is your supply voltage, E1 is your EMF induced in the primary coil, I0 is represent the exciting current of the transformer. Okay, and phi is your flux produced in the magnetic core, that will flow in the magnetic core. So due to this flux linkage in the coil primary and secondary, EMF induced, that is represented by E1 and E2. Okay, so now anyone just tell me how we can find the EMF induced value, EMF induced in the transformer according to the Faraday law. Operating principle of the transformer is clear to all of you, or have any doubt? Just ask me. Operating principle of transformer
So they are told that
is clear to all of you.
an input of particular system can change the other output.
Hello.
It can handle multi-input.
Yes, sir.
It can handle multi-input.
Okay.
And multi-output.
So now
Okay. But
we want to just find out the EMF induced equation value. What is the value of EMF induced? So just tell me, according to the Faraday law of electromagnetic equation, how we can write the EMF induced.
there is a difference with the other. Okay.
Just anyone?
One input change the other, and it can change also the output.
Excuse me, sir.
Because if speed is
Hello.
According to the Faraday law of electromagnetic induction, what is the EMF induced in any coil?
by each other. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
Say this is a
the Rohitas is waiting. Please let him in
predictive model can operate
the class.
control the speed. Otherwise, say it is going here, but you are taking only 10 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, just tell me.
It will not reach at this time. But if you go for the 100 kilometers,
According to the Faraday law of electromagnetic induction,
but so what happens?
okay,
If you go for the 100 kilometers
is
Sir,
the
E1 is equal to NT5 by dt.
up to this,
n d phi by dt. Okay, that means flux linkage in the coil. Okay, so
out of this,
flux linkage in the coil, that means rate of change of flux. Okay, so in any coil, it consists of the number of turns. So for the single turns any coil like this, that means number of turns represented by n. Okay, so for any particular number of turns, suppose that 6, 8 consist in any coil, that means number of turns into rate of change of flux. Okay, so n represent is your number of turns of the particular coil, and phi is your flux. D phi by dt is your rate of change of the flux. Okay, so if suppose that, what is this representation? Have anyone find out? This one, supply voltage represented by this special sign. Anyone just tell me what is this one?
So sinusoidal varying voltage.
Sinusoidal bearing supply. This representation is the indication of the sinusoidal bearing supply voltage. Okay. So how we can represent the sinusoidal function of the voltage
as
in instantaneous form?
it is
If you want to represent this voltage in instantaneous value, okay, in sine term. So how we can represent voltage?
controller
So Vm sin omega t.
Vm sin omega t.
Vm sin omega t. That means we just represent the instantaneous value by a small letter. That means a small letter of V. That is indicate the instantaneous value. Okay. So a small letter of Vs equal to Vm sin omega t. Sin omega t is your sinusoidal variation, and Vm is your maximum value of the supply voltage. Okay. So maybe write down the voltage equation in instantaneous form. Vs equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay. So this Vm sin omega t, just so this voltage is sinusoidal, so current is also sinusoidal. Okay. So due to this current flowing in this coil, flux produced. So this flux is also sinusoidal form. Okay. Since the supply voltage is sinusoidal, so exciting current drawn from the supply to this coil is sinusoidal. Okay. So flux phi is also sinusoidal. So how we can represent the flux in instantaneous form? That means similarly, a small value phi equal to phi maximum sin omega t.
but
Is it not?
another term is here.
So phi maximum sin omega t. Just put this value in the equation of electromagnetic induction and just tell me the EMF induced value of RMS value. That means E1. Anyone, just try this equation.
Another term is here. Though this is you have seen in this position.
Have you got my point?
But
Hello?
that is T1, that is T2, T3. So this star is coming. This is
Have you got my point?
Once more, sir. Sir, repeat,
the
sir.
star is coming. So
As you mentioned that the instantaneous voltage is represented by Vs equal to Vm sin omega t. So flux is also sinusoidal form. Okay. Follow the sinusoidal waveform. So flux phi instantaneous value equal to phi maximum sin omega t. So this phi value just put on the electromagnetic equation and write the EMF induced equation value, RMS value of EMF induced E1.
If it is going in this way, then no pollution is occurred. But if it only 60 kilometer was selected, then it will be the pollution. So this speed also.
Anyone just try to solve this equation? That means EMF.
So n phi m omega cos omega t.
As per the trajectory.
N
This is the fundamental
Phi m
of the APC.
cos omega t
and omega.
and omega. Okay. So just write down N phi m omega cos omega t.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
cos omega t can be represented in the form of sinusoidal also.
In this slide, we have seen
Sin omega t minus pi by 2.
yes.
Sin omega t minus pi by 2. So just represent in that form.
Hello guys. Hello.
And just tell me the
Last one. Okay.
RMS value of the
From
EMF
this
induced equation.
APC, you can find this two trajectory model was selected. Two trajectory model was selected. But now what happens whenever it is two trajectory model was selected, then it was given that within this time for this.
Have anyone
30
solved?
second, it will reach this
So RMS, sir, divide by root 2 n omega
Your
phi m by root 2.
Okay, this is the condition. It was selected. It will
Just
follow
repeat
this.
one times.
First time after the T1 second.
N omega phi m divided by root 2.
T1 second.
N omega phi m divided by root 2.
Root 2.
So just solve this one, divided by root 2 and just tell me the final value.
So what happens? Is it is it okay to follow the 60 kilometer per hour? If it is following the 60 kilometer per hour, then it will be a collision. Then it will be accident. Then
सर ओमेगा को भी एक्सपैंड करेंगे, 2 पाई एफ इन फ्रीक्वेंसी टर्म्स में लिखेंगे.
speed and obstacle. Speed and obstacle.
हाँ, उसको भी
One
ब्रेकआउट
controller is controlling the trajectory.
Then 4.44
Is controlling the
4.44
speed and obstacle.
NF omega m.
Always watching.
NF omega n.
Omega m.
Flux can also be represented in the form of magnetic flux density and
Control the speed.
core area. That means magnetic flux density equal to flux by core. So flux can be represented by magnetic flux density into area. Area of the core is represented by capital A. This is your core. Okay. This area is represented by capital A. So flux can be replaced by maximum flux density. That means B suffix M maximum B suffix M into core area. Okay. So final equation of EMF induced in primary coil is 4.44
If there is an obstacle, then it will
N1
going to the reach to the obstacle. Then
maximum flux density into area
80% reduce. So this is T1, this is T2.
into frequency. Is it not?
It will reduce the 30% speed. So 60 of
Yes, sir.
Coil EMF induced
45. Again, it will measure whether the distance
that is equal to nothing but 4.44
yes, this is now this
number of turns N1 maximum flux density into area into frequency.
watching this, yes.
You know.
So
So
collision is there, it will go on. Within doing this, it will reach to the
that means this value is your EMF induced equation in the RMS value
going away.
of the primary coil. Okay. And similarly, we can find out for the secondary coil also.
So if this current is coming, it is going to in position.
Similarly, you find out the
Here, this is this green current.
EMF induced value in the secondary coil in
This current.
RMS value.
Here the red curve was here. Red,
सर N2 हो जाएगा सर 4.44 F N2 BMA.
so red curve is going.
Only change the number of turns. Okay.
This curve is also
All
Yes, sir.
here similar to the primary coil. So only change your number of turns of the primary coil and secondary coil. Okay.
and multi
So
output
EMF
control.
induced equation is
Here,
whatever we try to here mention that.
as well as
That means
each input can control
you
the
maybe
other
same things you put here. That means
So
5 equal to 5 maximum sin omega t and
square,
if
then we
induced
have to
that is
control the speed.
n phi by
Speed also a model.
n d phi by
Yes,
dt.
speed also a model. You have given. Because
Anyone
lots
just
of things are
point
there.
out the
And
negative sign here.
whenever speed is controlled, they will easily reach it.
I put here
But
negative
if you
sign.
say, no, I mean speed should be 60 kilometers. Then this trajectory, because this car was, this red car was at this position. Red car was at this
Anyone?
position.
Can tell me
The red
why
car
negative
was
sign
at
put
this
here?
position.
The EMF induced equation equal.
Kilometer per hour.
One student already mentioned that their magnitude value is your
So either
a rate of change of flux into number of turns.
your trajectory. Okay, so one input can
Sir, it is from Lenz's law, sir.
is selected.
Exactly.
It should be controlled.
It is opposite to applied flux.
Due to the Lenz law, what is the statement of Lenz law?
Here,
Effect is always oppose the
one input can change other output. Speed is-
Cause.
sorry, trajectory is changing the
effect is always oppose the cause. Okay, so
speed,
what is the effect here?
change the trajectory.
EMF induced in the coil
What?
and cause is your
Impact here.
supply voltage given to the primary coil. Okay, so due to the Lenz's law, negative sign put here in the EMF induced equation. Okay,
Okay. So another
So-
thing is just remember.
this negative sign, if you break out, that means a cos omega t minus pi by 2.
There.
So
Say,
if you take the minus sign of this outside of the equation and cos omega sin omega t minus pi by 2, that will be taken as the sin pi by 2 minus omega t. Can we write here? No? So this equation maybe keep in your mind. This equation, EMF induced equal to minus 2 pi f phi maximum n cos omega t. Okay, this cos omega t, you can write sin omega t minus pi by 2. So if you take the minus common from the sin omega t minus pi by 2, so this minus and that minus is cancel out. So final equation you may be right here, that is not mentioned here. That means EMF induced equal to 2 pi f phi maximum n sin omega sin pi by 2 minus omega t.
That is, here is some damping there.
Sin pi by 2 minus omega t.
This is MPC. This is
Omega t minus.
okay.
Okay. So you may be observed that the
It is coming.
supply voltage, where the V equal to Vm sin omega t, and EMF induced equation. Okay, EMF induced equation.
And again it is going.
Anything, sir, can you observe similarity from supply voltage and EMF induced equation?
In this way, if you watch this position, then this car became very less. Human can feel.
EMF induced equation is lagged by supply voltage by 90 degree.
You can see this human can.
Is not.
You have to jerk whenever jerking.
So maximum value of the supply, EMF induced equation is this one, 2 phi f phi maximum n. If you want to find out the RMS value, so you divide the by root 2. You know? Sir.
But in this case, you can see gradual decrease and increase. This is kilometer, 6 and this is time. So NPC you can model just like this. Reference. Okay. This is reference and this optimizer and this is trajectory model.
Okay, so we already find out the EMF induced in the primary coil, that is ERMS equal to 4.44 phi maximum frequency into number of turns. Okay, one here represent for the primary coil or supply side coil. Okay, similarly you may find out for the secondary side, that means you maybe write down suffix 2 RMS, E suffix 2 RMS equal to 4.4. Flux maximum can also be represented in the form of maximum flux density, that is already I have mentioned a few minutes earlier. That means maximum flux density into area. Okay. You also want to represent here N1, that means number of turns in the primary coil. Here write down N in general form of any coil. Okay, so if you write for primary side coil or secondary side coil, you represent 1 and 2. Is it clear? So
Okay guys, this is your
E1 and E2 ratio. What is the E1 and E2 ratio? If you find out the ratio of EMF induced of the primary and secondary, then you will get E1 by E2 equal to N1 by N2. That means number of turns, okay, of the primary coil to the number of turns of the secondary coil. Okay, so this is the all about the operating principle of the transformer and EMF induced in the primary and secondary coil. Okay, next we want to discuss about the construction of the transformer.
Then I am going to. Okay, thank you.
So construction of the transformer, we already here shown the systematic diagram of this core type of transformer. Okay, this is your core type of transformer. This one is your core, and these are the coil. Here represented the systematic diagram of the coil of the half of the coil placed here LV side of the winding near to the transformer core. Okay, and half of the coil placed outside of the away from the core. Okay, so near to the core, this one is represent the LV winding. What is the meaning of LV winding and HV winding? Which winding have more number of turns, either LV winding or HV winding?
HV winding sir.
HV winding. That means जितना number of turns ज्यादा रहेगा, voltage level उस coil का उतना ही ज्यादा रहेगा. Since we already seen in the EMF induced equation that is directly proportional to the number of turns of the coil. Okay, so high voltage winding, that means number of turns in that winding is higher compared to the low voltage winding. Okay, that means secondary side, from which side we supply given to the load. Okay, so how we place the LV winding and HV winding near to the core. Okay, that means this half of the LV winding near to the core and HV winding away from the core. So this side is dotted line showing the path of the flux flow, that is known as the core. Total, this one is known as the core. Okay, where the flux flowing through this magnetic core. This vertical part of the core, that means this up to this is known as the limb, and this horizontal part of the core, that means up from this point to this point, is known as the yaw of the core. Okay, so this nomenclature you have to keep in your mind. This vertical part is known as the limb, and this horizontal part is known as the yaw. Okay, this is the core type of construction. Another type is cell type of construction, that is known as the winding placement in such a manner that means in sandwich type. Cell type is also known as the sandwich type or interleave type. Okay, so the same things, that means through this dotted line in the core, total flux phi that flow this central path, and half of the central path flux flow through this one to this line, and half of this central limb flux flow through this path. So total flux value in the central limb of this path is same as the phi as the previous one. Okay, so these are the two types of the construction in the single phase transformer. One is known as the core type, another is known as the cell type. This type of arrangement, that means core type, is used for the large power rating and current, but this type of cell type of structure or construction is used for the low power rating. Okay, these are the for the low power rating. Next, we want to discuss some systematic representation of the single phase transformer in electrical circuit form. Okay, in electrical circuit form. So whatever the systematic diagram I have shown here, this one, can we just show in the electrical quantity? That means represent this coil as a combination of nothing but resistance and inductance. Okay, so this coil you just represent by the resistance and reactance component. Okay, and the supply voltage is again given to the primary side of the coil by represented by V1 and EMF induced equation by E1. Okay, so any coil, how we can represent in electrical quantity? That is combination of resistance and reactance. Okay, so have you how you can represent the resistance and reactance? This is the standard quantity of representation for the resistance and reactance.
R and X.
R and X. So when you draw this equivalent circuit of transformer, okay, so coil you may be represented as the R and X for the primary coil, and similarly for the secondary coil, I can represent R and X and in suffix 1 and 2 for the primary coil and secondary coil. Okay, and this is your magnetically coupled, since primary coil and secondary coil are not any electrical connection, so you have to just draw in that manner. Okay, and represent all the systematic representation of the electrical quantity, that means supply voltage, supply current, that is I0, that is known as, also you may be, if no any load supply given from the secondary side, so that current represented as no load current or exciting current, whatever. Okay, so can you represent this systematic diagram of transformer in electrical quantity or electrical circuit network? रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं ना हम लोग? हेलो,
Yes, sir.
okay, fine. So just this diagram is visible. I think there's some. This diagram is visible. No one,
No, sir, it's blurry.
not brightly, I think. But you maybe find out this one is your representation of the primary coil. That means primary coil representation, that number of turns represented by N1, and this is your secondary side of secondary coil, that is represented number of turns by N2, and this one is your EMF induced, that is represented by E1 for the primary, and this one is your EMF induced for the secondary side, that is represented by E2. These things already mentioned in the previous systematic diagram also. Okay. So this is the ideal transformer voltage relation. Okay, that means E1 by E2 equal to nothing but N1 by N2, or V1 by V2 equal to same things. Since the supply voltage is almost equal to EMF induced, not exactly equal to, but almost near to. For the ideal transformer, if you consider, that means what is the meaning of ideal? This condition is for the ideal transformer. Okay, so if we consider that transformer is ideal, so what is the condition of ideal?
So winding resistance is 0.
Winding resistance is almost negligible. That means near to 0. Okay. So no any drop taken place from the supply to EMF induced in the primary coil. That's why we can write here, that means supply voltage RMS value is almost equal to the EMF induced in the primary coil. Okay, it's clear. When you consider the ideal, that means no resistance value is negligible or almost near to maybe say that 0. So whatever the supply voltage given to the transformer primary side, that is almost equal to the EMF induced in the primary side. Similarly for the secondary side, 1 and 2 represent for the primary and secondary. Okay, in any quantity, if 1 and 2 in suffix, so that is representation for the primary or secondary side. It's clear. So V1 by V2, E1 by E2 equal to N1 by N2 equal to representation of by some constant term that is represented by K here. Okay, so this is known as the turns ratio. Okay, N1 by N2 is your turns ratio of the transformer, where N1 is your number of turns of the primary coil and N2 is your number of turns of the secondary coil. Okay, now how we can impedance transfer from the primary side to secondary side? If any coil, we say that consists in primary and one coil consists in secondary. So that means impedance of that coil represented by Z, is it not? That is the combination of resistance and reactance R plus JXL. Is it not? R plus JXL. So if you want to represent primary side impedance, that means all quantity of resistance and reactance will be represented by 1 and 2, R1 and X1. Okay, so Z1 is represented for the impedance of the primary coil. So if you want to transfer the impedance from one side to another side, that means primary side to secondary side, हम लोग कैसे ट्रांसफर कर सकते हैं? How we can transfer the primary side impedance to the secondary side and secondary side impedance to primary side? Impedance हम लोग कैसे लिख सकते हैं?
V by I.
V by just उसी में रिप्रेजेंट करो क्वांटिटी को. यदि टोटल साइड इंपीडेंस हम लोग प्राइमरी साइड का रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं Z1 से, सेकेंडरी साइड का रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं Z2 से, अब Z2 को हम लोग चाह रहे हैं कि ट्रांसफर टू दी प्राइमरी साइड, या प्राइमरी साइड जो Z1 है उसको हम लोग ट्रांसफर करना चाह रहे हैं सेकेंडरी साइड. ओके, तो टोटल इंपीडेंस यदि हम लोग सेकेंडरी साइड से देख रहे हैं, सेकेंडरी साइड वाला क्या होगा? Z2 से रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं. अब यदि इसको हम लोग ट्रांसफर करना चाह रहे हैं प्राइमरी साइड में, तो टोटल कितना प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं? सपोज दैट Z2 प्राइम से. ओके, Z2 प्राइम इक्वल टू टोटल वोल्टेज बाय टोटल करंट. ओके, तो टोटल वोल्टेज बाय टोटल करंट, इसको नेक्स्ट क्या करना है हम लोग को? दोनों साइड से ऊपर नीचे इफ यू मल्टीप्लाई बाय V2I, V2I2 into V2I2 सेम रहेगा. ओके, V2I2 and V2I2, so V1 by V2 into I2 by I1. Okay, so we can convert in the form of secondary side impedance. That is Z2 dash by Z2 equal to K2 square. So this is your impedance transformation from one side to another side. Okay, so V1 by V2 equal to K and I1 by I2 equal to K. यहाँ से भी हम लोग लिख सकते हैं V1 by V2 equal to जो K लिखे यहाँ पे पुट कर सकते हैं. V1 by V2 equal to K, I2 by I1 equal to again